What's up, Star Wars fans? Today, I want to talk to you about the truth when it comes to Ezra Bridger and Thrawn in the Ahsoka series. Now, one of the biggest moments from Star Wars Celebration 2023 was the reveal that Lars Mikkelsen will indeed be playing Thrawn. Now, unfortunately, at Star Wars Celebration, we didn't get any confirmation on the casting of Ezra Bridger, but The Hollywood Reporter has stated that Amon Esfande will be playing Ezra Bridger in the Ahsoka series. And something else that hasn't been confirmed is the relationship between Thrawn and Ezra. You see, there has been a long-standing theory that Thrawn and Ezra may become allies in order to simply survive wherever they ended up after Star Wars Rebels Season 4. And so that's exactly what I want to examine in today's video. Is there any truth to this speculation that Thrawn and Ezra may have been allies, or may actually be allies in the Ahsoka series? Now, on March 5th, 2018, we got the episode Family Reunion and Farewell as the finale of Star Wars Rebels. Now, in this episode, Ezra Bridger was able to use one of his main Force powers, communicating with animals, to communicate with the space whales known as the Purrgil. And in doing so, Ezra Bridger was able to convince them to help him defeat Grand Admiral Thrawn and his fleet of Imperial ships. Furthermore, some of the Purrgil actually latched onto Grand Admiral Thrawn's flagship, the Chimera, dragging it, of course, into a hyperspace jump to some unknown location. Originally, many of us theorized that Ezra and Thrawn ended up in the chaotic part of space known as the Unknown Regions. And more recently, in The Mandalorian Season 3, that seems to have been confirmed, as Captain Pelion told us in Chapter 23 of The Mandalorian Season 3, his Imperial Remnant is still holding out for the return of Grand Admiral Thrawn, which means that Thrawn and Ezra have been missing for over 10 years in the timeline. That said, looking at even more hints about Grand Admiral Thrawn from the Ahsoka series trailer, it seems like Morgan Elsbeth has designed a ship that can navigate the chaotic region known as the Unknown Regions. And so the trailer and the latest rumors suggest that Grand Admiral Thrawn will be returning on that ship. And as we saw in that Shadow Council meeting with Moff Gideon in The Mandalorian, Thrawn certainly looks like he's going to be in a position to lead all of the Imperial Remnant, uniting them all in a fight against the New Republic, making him the new main villain for The Mandalorian, the Skeleton Crew, and the Ahsoka series. And therefore, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for Thrawn to be allied with Ezra. But many fans of the Thrawn novels and the character Thrawn himself have suggested that Thrawn's priority has always been his homeworld, the Chiss Ascendancy, not the Empire and not Emperor Palpatine. And so if Thrawn is rescued by Morgan Elsbeth and brought back to the known galaxy, if he assumes control of the Imperial Remnant, many fans believe that he may use that power to help defend his homeworld, the Chiss Ascendancy, from the Grisk, a very strong and powerful alien species that are threatening the Chiss Ascendancy. This, of course, was all set up in the 3 novels, the Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn. And so speculators like you and I are suggesting that Ezra Bridger will join Thrawn when he learns of just how powerful the Grisk are, and that not only are they a threat to the Chiss Ascendancy, Thrawn's people, but also to the known Star Wars galaxy where Lothal, Ezra's homeworld, is, as well as all his family and friends. But here's the truth when it comes to Ezra or any of our other heroes helping Thrawn defeat the Grisk. This powerful invading species known as the Grisk have only been mentioned in Timothy Zahn's novels. Surely if Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau were going to use the Grisk in the Mandoverse, we would have heard a mention of them by now. And if the Grisk aren't going to be part of the Mandalorian, the Ahsoka series, and the Skeleton Crew, aka the Mandoverse, then this argument of Thrawn and Ezra joining together to defeat them doesn't make a lot of sense. Furthermore, with the reveal during the Ahsoka series trailer that Thrawn will have allies in Braylon Skull and Shin Hati, defeat these Dark Jedi, I think we can finally say 100% that Thrawn and Ezra, they're not going to be allies. So hey, I could be completely wrong, and maybe at some point Ezra and Thrawn were shipwrecked and they had to become allies at that point to survive. But like I said, I think we can finally put to bed this theory that Thrawn and Ezra might actually be allies in the Ahsoka series. But hey, Star Wars fans, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, I'm Mike, and remember, the Force will be with you always.